You're listening to STEMpowered, a space for curious minds, future changemakers, and girls who aren't afraid to ask, what if? Hey everyone, I'm Shrita, and welcome to the very first episode of STEMpowered. I am so excited, and maybe a little nervous, but most of all excited that you're here. I created this podcast because, honestly, when I first got curious about science and technology, I had no idea where to start. And it felt like you either had to be a genius, already know how to code, or be in some elite school club. But the truth is, STEM is for everybody, especially girls, especially people who are still trying to figure it out. This podcast is me figuring it out with you, talking about real stuff, breaking down myths, and showing you how you can find your own place in STEM, even if you're just getting started. Let's start strong with myth busting. Myth 1. You have to be a genius to be in STEM. Nope, that's not true. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to stay in the room. I remember the first time I couldn't figure out a small math problem. I thought, that's it. I'm just not a math person. But seriously, everyone struggles. Even scientists and coders mess up all the time. The only difference is that they keep going. Myth 2. STEM is just coding or engineering. STEM includes climate science, space exploration, psychology, game design, medical research. It is so much bigger than people think. If you ever wanted to know why the sky changes color, or how apps are made, or what's inside a black hole, guess what? That's STEM. And myth 3. STEM is just for guys. Let's say this once and for all. That's a myth from the past, and we are done with it. Still, I get how being the only girl in a coding class or a science club can feel awkward. But that doesn't mean you don't belong. It means you're opening doors for new people. Our next segment is about what exactly are we doing to start STEM? Let's say you're curious, but overwhelmed. What does getting started even mean? Where do I start? Start where you are. Ask questions about the world. Watch YouTube videos like Crash Course, Physics Girl, or Versitum. Try building something with code on Scratch or Tinker. Join a science club or a robotics team. Even better, start one. I started by joining a coding workshop even though I knew nothing. Honestly, I thought everyone would be miles ahead. And some of them were, yes. But by the end of it, I had made myself a little game. And that feeling, so cool. Even doing your science homework with actual curiosity, not only for marks, counts as STEM exploration. It's more about the mindset than having perfect scores. Let's talk about someone you should totally know. Radia Perlman. She's often called the mother of the internet. She created something called the spanning tree protocol. It's basically a way for computers to talk to each other efficiently. And without her, the internet wouldn't be running the way it does today. She once said, the most important thing is to have curiosity and not to be afraid to look dumb. I love that. That's literally the spirit of STEM. Alright folks, before we wrap up, here's your mini challenge. Do one thing this week that's STEM related. Watch a documentary about space, try a logical puzzle, take apart an old gadget and see what's inside it. Post about it, tag us, or just keep it to yourselves. The biggest myth I want you to unlearn is that you have to be ready or smart enough to begin. You are already ready because you're curious. Next week, we're talking about the actual first steps, websites, courses, school activities, and competitions that you can explore even if you've never done anything STEM before. Thanks for listening to STEMpowered. Don't forget to follow, share, or send this to someone who needs a little boost today. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold.